Hi, I'm Mike from Ontario Speed Dating with a huge announcement. Eventbrite is on the dark side. Why? Because they do whatever they can to screw you over bluntly. And yes, they'll even screw you over if you keep showing interest. And I think this is why competition wants to screw you over money-wise. So what am I talking about here? I'm talking about the inner workings of Eventbrite. No, I do not have administrative privileges of their entire system. I just have an organizer account on there, okay? So I go into my organizer account and I look at one guy. I think it was a guy that decided to pay for a ticket through that crazy platform. And what happened? Well, I press the refund button. Anyone want to know why I press the refund button? You need to go through the rest of my videos, because I'm not going over that whole Eventbrite rigmarole again. So I press the refund button, okay? And then on the refund page, a lot of it's basic, where it says what ticket you want to refund, how much, and then they go ask you about the reason. Well, this is where it gets crazy. For the reason, Eventbrite can screw somebody over. Why? Well, the only way Eventbrite doesn't screw people up in terms of refunds is if you outright indicate that you cancel the event or you postpone it. So they do like cancel/postpone all as one reason. If you put that as your reason, then yes, refunds, full refunds. Now, if you put your reason as something else, especially if you pick other, well, guess what Eventbrite wants to do? They want to put down, we are not refunding the fees. Who's going to pay for them? So, Eventbrite is putting it in the organizer's hands to decide whether it's the organizer that pays the fees or the affected ticket holder that pays the fees. And this is absolutely disastrous. Now, I know for my events that I charge cheap, but in this case, it was an order that costed the guy $25 for his ticket. So he paid $25 through Eventbrite. Okay. Then, when Eventbrite did their calculations and such, they're saying like, if you add your bank account, we'll pay you $22.10. And guess who gets the $2.90 if I accepted the payout? Eventbrite. Ridiculous. So, anyway, so when I did the whole refund thing, they're saying, well, who's going to pay the fees? Well, that means who's going to be paying I'm going to guess the full $2.90 for the $25 order. So Eventbrite's like, who's going to pay the $2.90? Would it be you, the organizer, or would it be the affected customer? Because I'm not going to pay for it. I'm just going to sit on my butt, smoke some weed, and get paid $2.90 just for smoking a joint. No. So why am I ranting like crazy about this? Because the fees can get significantly higher if the ticket price is higher. So like for a $67 order, I think the fees would be like $4 or $5. That's like the price of a couple of coffees. And in this day and age, fees can be ridiculous, especially when there's no good excuse for them. In Eventbrite's case, it's for them to sit on their butt and smoke weed, I bet. So, why is this a disaster? I'm going to tell you why it's a disaster, particularly with speed dating, and why I've escaped Eventbrite. The reason why it's a disaster if you pay through Eventbrite is because I'm going to tell you an example, okay? So say that this one organizer, let's call it organizer X or just X. So let's just say X has set up a speed dating event, okay? And let's just say their capacity is 50 people. So 25 guys, 25 girls, okay? And say that they needed at least 10 of each gender to run the event. So by the time the sales have closed for the event, just around that point in time, let's say X has gotten all 25 ladies, but just 10 guys. In the perfect speed dating world, you want to have an even number of people, okay? Which means for X to have an even number of people, they're going to have to cut off 15 ladies. Or they're going to have to make 15 ladies' lives miserable. Yeah, that's about what it is. Why is that? Well, here's the choices. If they don't want to if the organizer doesn't want to screw around with the ladies' money, and all 15 ladies are okay with going to a future dated event, even though it might screw up their work schedule, well, then the organizer may be lucky and may be able to run another event. That's one option. The other option is the organizer could just say no refunds, and we'll just run a smaller event whenever the ladies feel it's convenient. And then even if nobody else shows up, just run an event to ladies at some other event or something. And then it'll sort of be the money's worth, maybe not exactly, but that's the other option, but that's likely not going to happen. Or the organizer could press the refund button and not refund the other people, but refund those ladies. And guess what? Those ladies are going to be screwed over, more than likely. Why? Because if X had a brain, X wouldn't be just dishing out money to Eventbrite like that. In the tune of, what is it? Like if X charged like $60 a ticket, 60 times, what is it, 15. So that's like, that's like out of the 900, Eventbrite might take what, $5 out of the 60, so 5 times 15. So that's $75 on the table. So if Eventbrite decides to do their stupid fee thing, which they probably will, they're going to say, hey, organizer, are you going to pay $75 for everybody, or are you going to make each of the 15 women pay $5 for their ticket? Or how you want to do this, because I need my fee right now from each ticket. All because you're canceling these 15 ladies for reasons other than the full-blown event postponement or cancellation. Which leads to another option. The organizer could say, oh, let's just postpone the whole thing. Even though I got enough people to run the event, let's just tell everybody, we're postponing the whole damn thing. And we're going to keep postponing and postponing and postponing. That's actually what one company actually does. My Cheeky Date. Apparently, I've read reports on Trustpilot or Better Business Bureau where they say, yeah, My Cheeky Date keeps postponing, and never runs any events. Yep. And they bow down and kiss their feet to Eventbrite. Go figure. So, yeah. The point I'm making is, be extremely careful if you're buying a speed dating ticket directly on the Eventbrite platform. Do it on the organizer's own website and save yourself that hassle. Now, before I do go, I do have to remind you of something. I know you won't like it, but I need to tell you anyway. Because I charge fees as well, comparable, but I'm not as crazy as Eventbrite. I don't blatantly charge fees. If I run an event and I have a little bit of overage, I'm not going to charge fees for the people that are on the overage if those people want to continue signing up to the next event or whatever, because they're still on board. I don't play crazy like Eventbrite. The only reason I charge fees per refund are a couple of reasons. Well, the minimum fee would be to pay off the processing, because my credit card processor charges me a fee every month and a fee per transaction. And the other fees, let you research them. But when I charge more than that, it's because people are showcasing that they're not interested. I'll have to talk about that in another video. But the point I'm making is Eventbrite just wants to sit on their butt and simply collect money. I just hope they do go under. That's all I have for you today. Bye-bye.